Who do you think you are? Jesus is your real name, your real nature. Well, let's go into name for a second here. And it's interesting sometimes how Christians fight over the name of Jesus. I don't fight over it, I just get into it.
Amen.
I just put it on.
Yes, sir.
I use it.
Put it on. Ooh, I am it.
You ought to become it. Name means the nature of your thought and feelings about yourself. What's your name? What's your nature? Now, you really need to do some research even on your earthly name.
That's right.
Because you didn't get it by accident.
Amen.
I know a young man whose last name was Battle. And everything he tried to do
It's a battle.
was a battle. Good kid. Fine family. Didn't get into any mischief. He was getting ready to graduate from college after 4 years, and he was like 1 or 2 credits short. And he had a battle. Got out a year late, went to medical school, battled his way in and out, and battled his way back in and out. And the last time I heard from him, he was still having a battle. I told Jesus, be all right.
If he changed my name.
If he changed my name. Unless I change it, my sermon next week is going to be titled, Jesus Always Changes Your Name.
Amen.
I told that kid one time when he called me, he was going through one of those battles, I stopped calling him by the name Battle. I called him Brother Victory. And I told him I'd find me a lawyer and I'd change my name. And we have a family in this church talking about Reverend William InLaw. Do you know what his name was when he came here? It was Outlaw.
Outlaw.
He changed it to in-law.
Uh-huh.
See, he understood. He got it. All right, that's another project for you this week. Look up that name that you married. See, a lot of people, you don't have the slightest idea what you do when you marry.
Jesus, my Lord.
Search up that sucker's genealogy. Get an investigator and check on his assets and see what it sets on. That got over your head, I think.
Reverend, I've been holding mine back, but my last name is Miller, and I just checked it out. Things go better with Miller.
The millers were the processors of grain,
Yes.
of food.
Yes.
It goes back to a very profitable enterprise.
It does. Yes, sir. Great enterprise.
I checked Eikerenkota, Ikerenketa in Old Dutch.
Marlow.
Acorn carrier,
Yes.
mighty oaks
Yes, sir.
from little acorns grow.
Hallelujah.
Actually means a squirrel. When I tell people that and they laugh like you're laughing now, I said, don't laugh at the squirrel, they're bankers. The squirrels always got it.
Amen.
They're fleet of foot.
Thank you, Lord.
Say to the person next to you, check your name this week.
Check your name this week. Amen. Check
And I don't see how you women, you're going to marry somebody, you don't even check out their name.
Amen.
What you marrying? You know, marry means to join yourself to.
That's right.
It's getting quiet in here.
Hallelujah.
Well, is it too late now? If I didn't like Ike Rancoda, I'd make me a name.
All right.
I'm going to have to give this to you fast. In the book of Acts, one of the apostles tell us that God gave Jesus a name above every name. The theologians did us out of it. The theologians did us out of it. Everything Jesus is, God gave it to us. You will not find anywhere in the Bible where Jesus said, I'm God's only child and the rest of you are bastards.
Hallelujah.
I want to say this again because I do want you to get this. Everything that Jesus is, God gave it to us.
Wonderful.
That's what Jesus meant when he said, do everything in my name. The theologians got a hold of that and made a doctrine out of it.
Yes, Lord.
That's not a doctrine. Jesus is not a doctrine. Jesus is you.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Your nature. Yes, sir.
It is your divine nature. It is your divine name.
Yes, sir.
God has given you a name above every name. You are transcendent to all physical, material, natural, and psychic phenomena. That's why Jesus could stand on the deck of the ship that was about to sink, as the apostles thought, and speak to the wind.
Yes, sir.
And say, peace.
Peace.
Woo. Peace, still. Why? Because he knew his name. He knew his nature. I am the Prince
Of peace.
of Peace.
Yes, sir.
Stand up and shout that and sit right back down. I am the Prince of Peace. Go forth in my name. Section 6, quickly. Do not confirm your identity to the world as flesh and blood, a poor pilgrim of sorrow, an SOB, or even a sinner saved by grace. That ain't good enough. Remember who I am, you are. I am not other people's opinions, I'm God's opinion. Let's hear it.
I am not other people's opinions. I am God's opinion.
Jesus said to the disciples, who do men say that I am? He did that to gather their minds together onto the truth. And they began to tell him the more polite things. You see, they didn't even print in the Bible everything they said.
No, they didn't.
And even the disciples edited it out.
Because they said, I am.
Said, well, some say that you're an old prophet risen from the dead. Some say you're this and some say you're that. And then he drew them in. Who do you say that I am?
I am.
What do you add to I am?
Yes, sir.
Say that. What do you add to I am?
Hallelujah.
Oh, that goes all the way back to Exodus 20 in the first commandment. One of those commandments anyway, you shall not take the name
Lord thy God.
of the Lord your God in vain.
You have the God-given power to change your life by changing your thoughts. And this book teaches you how to do it. It's Reverend Ike's best-selling study guide, Health, Joy, and Prosperity for You. And that's exactly what you'll achieve. In 52 easy-to-read chapters, Reverend Ike shocks you, entertains you, and above all, teaches you powerful and effective techniques for using the power of your own mind to be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have what you want to have. This life-changing book is available in paperback and digital format, and it's a must-have for everyone who wants to master the law of attraction and learn how to create good health, happiness, love, success, prosperity, and money. Get your copy now.